A storm approaches. Egypt is not ready. Must I face this threat alone? The falcon's eyes are upon the horizon.
Welcome on back everyone to Total War Pharaoh and part 2 of our Ramesses the Great campaign. In today's episode, a sandstorm has swept over the camp, obscuring the Canaanites' advance. But we do have ourselves a little bit of a defensive formation. This is a terrifying fight, I can't lie. Very early on in this campaign, we are already quite at risk of getting Ramesses slain in battle. We'll see if we can hold the line. Looks like we've got... They're attacking from two angles, and we've got reinforcements coming in from over here. So thankfully they'll be taking at least their sweet time getting across the sands. But there are a heap more Hupshu warriors advancing from that side. The sandstorm is going to be a double-edged sword here, where it's going to be dropping our range by 20%, speed by 15%, charge speed by 15%, reload time by 10%, lowering visibility, causing small but constant damage to units, and then it's going to be increasing fatigue buildup from all actions. So we are actually going to be losing the war of attrition here, little by little. So this is going to be a little bit spooky. I've got archers kind of set up at a couple different angles here that way we can try to overpower the ones that they do have. We are going to be relying very heavily on our towers. We're dealing a lot of the damage, so our warriors have to hold the line for as long as possible. What are you guys doing over here? Magi archers being foolish. Let's have you help out with... because we really need to take down the enemy generals quickly. It's going to be archers then generals, and that's going to be pretty much the only way to secure a win here. So let's have the Magi hanging out with Ramesses. Alright, so let's get archers as a group. Guard mode so they're not rushing in like fools. Let's go for... I'm going to actually make sure these guys are all set to the arcing shot to start, because I don't want them firing into the backs of our own warriors when we are having them turn to fire. Next, we'll get all our warriors into a group. And then finally, our Sheridan. Alright then, let's let it begin. In march the Canaanites kind of from all sides here. I punch my coffee can. Gods, I hate sand. Respect. Fall back a bit here. There's no telling where the enemy's going to come through on the other side, so let's make sure we have warriors that can kind of watch out. That is not a small amount of damage either, is it?
Hero of Destiny.
Hero of Destiny.
Soldiers, move!
Which is not the game we're playing here today. Alright, go ahead and advance on their Hebiru archers. We want to start firing on them very soon.
Strong spirit.
I think they said Hashut. Advance their archers. Come on, we've got to win those archer duels pretty aggressively. They're going to fire back on us, but hopefully we can hold. Get our own javelins up. Kind of preparing. We're going to lose lots of guys on those initial volleys.
We will not falter.
Alright, looks like they're trying to flank around. I'm going to send the less complete unit up to defend this side. Javelins, please start throwing. Move to reinforce quickly.
Warriors are wavering.
Yeah, they started wavering immediately.
Strong spirit.
Pull the archers back. We did win that archer duel there.
Archers.
Most of their archers are fleeing for the hills. Okay, so you guys need to turn and fire to the middle group here. Ramesses.
Victory will be my
The
legacy.
foe has captured your siege tower.
Yep, not lovely.
Swordsman.
Not lovely at all. Yeah, we've lost all the front line here.
This way.
Turn in direct shot.
Spill blood.
Come on, javelins. Let's drop this lord.
Always strong. Javelins away.
Should be mostly winning the battle here with the Hebiru archers.
Marksman.
Keep those shots up. Alright, lots of their guys up here are fleeing now for the hills, which is just beautiful to see. Swordsmen fall back.
Sons of Egypt.
Alright, they're all gone. The general's not dead.
Captured the enemy tower.
The enemy tower.
Marching on!
We have captured the enemy tower. Alright, those groups are gone. Turn.
This power!
We need you boys to keep here and hold.
Axe warriors!
Come over and help.
Moloch, take
All those archers are running.
on the march!
Your warriors are wavering.
Boy, yeah, they are. Here come the enemy now. Let's get firing on this front line. We're going to start tearing apart these Habiru militia before they get too close. Javelins up.
On the march! Marching on!
Quickly, quickly.
War is my calling.
Sit there and start dueling with the enemy archers because you should have more range. Alright, that group is fleeing for the hills. Axe warriors, let's have one of you stay.
This way!
The more elite, or the more complete group, come on back. Oh, hold.
Javelins ready!
The foe
Javelins,
has
do your
captured
thing.
your siege tower.
Direct fire on in here.
Release!
Go after their lord. Thankfully, they are all shattered, so they're not coming back at all. Go after the lord. Ramesses, you guys dueling with those archers? Thank goodness. Sheridan are out of ammunition. Charge. Break them. Where are your weapon switch? Where is their weapon switch? Oh,
This is impossible!
there we go.
Let's get out of here!
Thank goodness. Alright, you fall back. We've got one more lord that's coming on in
Your
now.
warriors have been routed.
With me!
We've got to let our archers out duel theirs, otherwise we are
Shoot them down!
very doomed.
Arrows ready! For the ages!
Help out against that group of archers. We'll send the...
Arrows away!
There we go. Our turret should be annihilating.
Please!
Your warriors are wavering.
Come on back in. Our warriors are wavering.
Our aim is through! Onwards!
You have captured the enemy tower.
No! Spare us!
Alright, tower's back under our control. Got a couple arrows flying back in where we're pretty much out of ammunition ourselves.
The enemy general has perished.
Alright, another general. Well, one of the generals has gone down now. You guys get those direct shots. You charge on in. I guess we can't get their weapon swap. Which I thought they had a weapon swap they could do.
Fall back!
That's alright.
Fight for Pharaoh!
Everyone move in. Surround and destroy.
To triumph!
The sandstorm swirls around. What an awesome battlefield here.
Lost the unit.
I'm sorry, say we lost a unit? Oh, the sandstorm's wiping them out. Well, that's not a lot of fun.
Infantry
We're gonna be suffering. Oh, did we lose one of our Magi? Ooh, we're gonna have to end this battle quickly. Although I really want to run down a couple of these generals here, so let's
Victory is
put you
within
guys
your
back
grasp.
into arcing shot.
Put out the flames!
We're gonna lose the Magi if we hang out here for too long. Ooh, actually, I think they're gone there. Hung out for too long. Alright, well, we're gonna have to go have to end the battle.
The sun!
Alright. Get him, Ramesses. Death by 1,000 cuts. Okay, so we only ended up losing our lower Egyptian militia. That is so, well, not amazing, but I'm glad that these were the guys we lost, rather than our Magi. We can go ahead and definitely replenish up with those that remain here, because they have a lot of dudes left over. Unfortunately for us. So the AI is going to be able to replenish quite a bit themselves here after this battle.
The gods have blessed me.
Let's see, though. They might choose to come right back on in. We'll have to wait for them to all walk away slowly. There, we've got the camera settings fixed up now. A child is born, Sofa. Sofa? A strong, healthy baby girl has been born. Congratulations, Ramesses.
Destiny calls me, and I am compelled.
You got a
to
good bit of
answer.
replenishment there. And for any who may not hear, I have a jet flying overhead, so just bear with me. It'll be gone here soon. Yeah, nothing really else we can grab here. A veteran soldier is pretty nice. 10 experience per turn is not an amazing amount, but it is definitely more than 0. Melee defense, we're going to keep on in there. Let's go ahead and grab. So up to the 11 here, what does that give us? Ambush units for all, or ambush ability for all Sherdans. We can sneak them all around. Loved by the people is more happiness for the... Ooh, that's incredible. Let's go ahead and split the difference here. I think we should absolutely move to stamp out these two armies.
Hit them hard.
Hit them hard. Auto-resolve, how are you going to play this? Because this is just something where our archers should be able to absolutely annihilate them. Let's see. Yoink. And skulls for the skull throne. We lose 30 in the fighting. Let's go ahead and replenish then.
We have plenty of work for them. Blessed by the gods. With me, men.
We have plenty of
Fate
work for them.
favors me.
He's going to go ahead and fall
Go
back
and bother
just outside of
someone else.
Hathor, but he's in March stance, so he's not going to be doing any replenishing or recruiting.
The future
We're going to hear
of
with
Egypt.
Ramesses, we did lose some of our lower Egyptians. Hang on now, did we lose our other lower Egyptian militia too? What on earth? We may have accidentally... Sometimes the game will auto-merge, or you will find one of the... I haven't figured it out yet, but one button will merge all your units together, so that's probably what happened here. So now we're down to one lower Egyptian militia? Interesting. Unless something was lost there in that auto-resolve that I was completely oblivious to. We're getting 24 of those guys back. That's actually quite a lot.
My name will be legend.
Good to hear, Kevin.
Ready yourselves, men.
Sprint on over and join up with Ramesses. Okay, so here at Azadi, we can go for the walls win. Once we get the main settlement up to tier 2, so let's go ahead and do that. That way, just kind of keeps them back a little bit further. That is a 19 stack, so if they decide to come through here, there's really nothing we can do about it, but we'll make that gamble. Happiness, production, workforce growth. Oh, that's where the winery is. Ah. Let's do that. Sure. Keep the people happy. So either you can attack in March stance for one turn, entering fresh, or you can get Magi in the special recruitment pool,
Ramesses.
which I think is a really good thing to get here really early on. We discovered new gods. We've discovered... It just wants us to be aware that we have Yam. Thank you kindly for instructing me. There we go. So here's the birth of Soph. Noble woman. Sit amin. Alright, cool. Let's see what kind of upgrades we can do here to just to be Shiva. Just get up to a mustering hall. Sounds good. Let's go ahead and pop in some outposts now, too. So the one up to the north, I'm thinking we're going to go for the military Egyptian lookout post. And that'll be what we kind of stick with here. Alright, expired barters with Bay. We can just go ahead and maybe get some trade going with Bay for some more food.
A worthwhile arrangement in the making.
We will find out. He's trading with Shechem and Megiddo. Or Megiddo. Go ahead and grab a little bit more stone out of him then, since he doesn't care about... Ooh, 101. Why is that so negative? 28 gold is more than I'm willing to offer, so let's go ahead and come back in there. I wish he didn't get rid of the whole thing just for hitting X, but... 200 stone for... a worthwhile amount of bronze. What out? 20... Alright, you're being stingy. And weirdly so. 100 bronze for 200 stone is not worth. Let's try to keep trading with the Egyptians then that are around us.
I fight for my
Who likes us the most? Oh, this one here. Attitude. Sanakti.
For Pharaoh. Ramesses, I'm sure this meeting was fated.
We
by
can
the gods.
force inheritance over here with Sanakti, his dad. That's kind of funny. Go ahead and get 200 stone for whatever he's willing to pay for it. 13 gold is not too bad. I'll do like 1 gold trade.
Certainly.
Alright, say 1 gold trade. We'll do 2 gold trades, and then from here we'll go for all in on Maybe bronze, which is 4 as well. Safe. Yeah, they're weird about the bronze. 60 for 200, that seems fine. A worthwhile agreement. And then we need to just recruit up another general to hand over to him as a forced inheritance. So we shall recruit this lad here, Big W. I'm not
My
gonna
name will be
pronounce your
legend.
name. I would butcher it beyond all belief. So
Settle
you
in,
stay
man.
here. And then we'll go ahead and have you join up with your old dad here.
Welcome, friend.
Welcome.
This should be interesting.
We'll go ahead and give you this adventurer that we just stumbled upon. And how about you provide to us like 500 food a turn? Nope, that's too much even for dad here. 45, time to haggle a little bit. 46 sounds good for just a single general.
Good. I accept your offer, friend.
Turns that back around right away. Perfect. Ramesses doesn't like us so
Warrior
much.
of Egypt.
Yeah, I don't really care. Ramesses can get over themselves.
Egypt's
Alright, last
glory.
action is just building up outposts here in Nikel. I guess the Egyptian trading post is the way to go there, and Nebgehez. For the one down on the river. Probably this is where we'll put on our fort. Glorious. We'll turn there. Balshilek, ruler of Biblios. He wants gold for a non-aggression pact. Who are you fighting? Muru. Usually they're also throwing hands with the Peliset, but I guess that's over. No. I'm good. If you consider my offer so meager, so be it. It is. Get yourself on out of here. Okay. So we've recruited some more, though. They kind of a weird teleport over here back to Nebgehez. They've got their general hiding in Hathor.
No one.
Hathor is defended by a city guard station now, so it took the time to get good and defended. So it'd be lots of Shasu tribesmen. They have much better stats than we have. No fort. I don't think so, at least. They only have 2 slots for...
Ramesses the Bold.
Man, I bet we could take them. We are quite weak. Or weakened, at least, not
I
weak.
serve Egypt.
So let's make sure... Well, I guess we can have them
Egypt.
rolling together. There's no real reason.
Chosen of Ra.
Alright, Ramesses.
I am unmatched.
Let's do the thing.
For Egypt's glory.
I am in control.
I am in control.
Canaan will yield.
Let's show them. Alright, attacking at Daniel. Also known as Danel. I mean, they do have some Shasu archers. Thankfully, these Shasu tribesmen, while having pretty decent melee stats, are expendable still, so... At low armor, low damage, we should be able to kill them in droves. I think it is going to be one of those encampment battles, though. Oh no, thank goodness. We have a nice choke point on this side, then if we kind of deploy over here and force them to kind of think about going around on either side, then we can force them all along one, they'll blob up. We can rain arrows and javelins down, and that should be that. Let's get to it. Alright, sweltering weather actually is going to play in their favor. Let's go ahead and wait. Actually, wouldn't mind a thunderstorm to roll in after before, because that kind of hit of leadership. Let's go one more time. Well, starting off with a thunderstorm isn't exactly what I wanted. Here we are. Makes things a bit more spicy for sure. Alright, well, I'm still going to go for the exact same battle plan where we can't really see much, can we? This makes things a little bit intriguing, because this little bluff here could be used to our advantage pretty easily, too. I think this is still the better call. Kind of fighting along this pile of rocks here. So Ramesses and our elite archers, where are you guys at? Over here. Abiru boys, which we're going to kind of stack up a bit.
Nothing will stop us.
Here, and then Ramesses' guys alongside. We'll get them in a little bit, probably more clumped up there. And we've got reinforcements advancing from that other side there, so we don't necessarily have to worry about getting surrounded on the other end. These guys are too weak to really do much except for play defense for a moment. Let's go javelins up front. And in the wings. So Ramesses and the other archers will be kind of our initial unit.
Fear nothing.
Grab the infantry next. And then the Sheridan. There we go.
We'll bring
We've got
chaos
our
into being.
Egyptian militia,
As commanded.
followed by a couple of the Hupshu. We do want a little bit more in a spread formation there.
Then,
There we go, try to catch them in kind of a bowl.
always strong.
We'll go ahead and have a couple more axemen acting as reserves.
To do battle.
Oh, I grabbed the bows instead, didn't I?
Cannon. The front brings
We'll switch what I've got there. More axes, and then the swordsmen defending the flanks with their javelins.
in short order.
There we go. Pretty defensive initial unit there. And then our Sheridan javelins in the back, ready to kind of move up and be a severe nuisance. Do these guys not have access to the weapon switching? Okay, no, they don't, but the Sheridan warriors later on do, which, okay, that makes sense. Keep that in mind. I will have you 3 here in guard mode. All of our bowmen do the same. Javelins too, because if they get caught in melee, as long as they're in guard mode, they will actually throw javelins back at the enemy, which is quite nice. Let it begin. Like, move up aggressively here. We've got to cut off the...
Reinforcements. Thank the gods.
Thank the gods. Got to cut off the flank there pretty hard. Reinforcements are here. There's all the infantry. We'll kind of just have... Oh, I guess we'll have these Hupshu. No, you don't need to be with them. Get back to about here. And the archer is going to do the same, but I want them to come through. I want them to come this way. So let's leave just 2 Hupshu here. And the rest can come across and act as reinforcements. Alright, sweet. Let's go ahead and have most of you guys swap over into arcing shot. That way they don't mistakenly fire directly into the allies' backs. That's never a fun time. And it strategically places it next to this mud as well here. If anyone tries to flank on this side, they are going to be in the mud. We are a little bit as well.
Onward. On the march.
Want to pull these 3 back a little bit. Alright, here comes the enemy.
With me. Get marching.
As soon as they're in position, we'll have them hold. And they approach. Kind of.
The gods reach above us.
Gonna try to flank around the bluff, or they're gonna come straight through the middle. We can try to lure them through the middle too with one of our archers.
We will not falter. Move, warriors.
So archer plus javelin kind of just be a little bit of a aggressive nuisance.
Warriors of
And then we'll have the Magi and everything kind of advance a bit too. Take advantage.
I will it.
I will it.
Forward to the
Archers
battle.
advance and see if you can't get a couple shots in on Daniel.
Fire. Shoot arrows. Their men are too weak to throw spears.
Their men are too weak to throw
Warriors of
spears.
Canaan.
Getting there, boys, but stay a little ways away from the other archers. We'll get 1 volley and then we'll run. Hopefully we get lucky. Nope, don't have time. Run.
This way, brothers! With me! Get bashing!
Change your mind. We don't have time.
Axe warriors!
Get you guys into the shrubbery there. That way you're nice and invisible.
Warriors of Canaan! With me!
Warriors forward, bowmen around. Bowmen here forward. Here they'll come directly through the bluff, just like we wanted. I don't think they're all facing the right direction. You guys need to turn around.
March! We will destroy them with things!
Alright, do it.
Swordsmen!
I was gonna go ahead and pull these swordsmen back.
Soldiers, move!
And I thought they might be trying that.
We are unstoppable!
Archers advance. Fire on this first group of archers. Deal with them.
Bows, release!
They did a good job of kind of keeping them away from Ramesses. Ball back, shirt and javelins.
Onward!
You guys are going to be some of our most important units by far. Crash in here. Here.
This way, brothers!
Don't mind you guys charging through a little bit.
Your hidden units stand revealed.
Send them arrows! Sons of Egypt! Throw your javelins!
Keep moving in. We'll go ahead and send our General Kevin
Axe warriors!
directly through.
Warriors of Canaan!
Shirt and javelins. Advance on their archers on that side for me.
Ready to launch! Onward!
Your warriors are waiting.
Janelle.
Infantry,
A
moving!
couple of them might be. They'll be alright.
Attack! Never back down!
At least I think they will.
Javelin!
Get them their javelins.
Clubs!
Like I said,
We
the
will choke on blood!
enemy warriors we're facing here are not weak. We've got a lot of archers back here in the back.
Strength is power!
Launch
Your
javelin!
warriors
Keep going
have
after
been
Danelle.
routed.
Shoot them down! Always strong!
A lot of our front line here is being kind of weak.
Arrows! Clubs!
Clubs come back on through.
Black in the sky!
Indeed, black in the skies. Otherwise, we are going to be in all of the trouble.
Fear nothing!
Glorious!
Those of our hopes you are fleeing for the hills. Thankfully, you do have some reinforcements here. We're going to send them straight through the line. Have them go connect here with Nanman.
Shoot them down!
Nanman. I think we're going to be losing Kevin, the Magi captain.
Get back!
And he's gone.
Fire your javelins! Always strong!
On, Ramesses. Switch you over into direct shot.
Always strong! Your weakness is clear to see.
Kevin's running.
Me will only end one way! Bows! Fire!
That is one general dealt with. Let's move in on the next one.
Aim for the heart!
Eager for battle.
They've got lots of their archers kind of just blasting in on our own guys here. It's just a battle of the bowmen.
Move,
Now, Shirt and Raiders took a lot of damage there. Figured they could actually hold the line against the Shasu. They did not do very well.
Aim for the heart!
Direct shot these clowns.
With me!
Fall back!
Axe warriors!
Those warriors back on in. Bowmen advance and take good shots on the enemy archers that are advancing on you.
Unstoppable. Shoot them down! Javelins away!
One of your units has depleted.
Kind of
their
hilariously a
ammunition.
game of just, do you have the most archers?
Move!
Ramesses, looks like you were closing in on being out of ammunition, so let's just keep moving up and keep blasting fools.
We will not falter! Launch javelins!
Goodness for javelins. Their archers are being a little
Warriors of Canaan!
bit goofy.
Hack them down!
The warriors back of it. Looks like we do got them, but with some pretty severe casualties here. Outnumbered, but we got them. We're definitely going to need to try to round up as many of these clowns as we can
This way, brother!
for the extra replenishment, and I will catch you all in a moment.
Have mercy!
Ooh. That was pretty brutal. One were Janelle and Jabel. So the Jabel was the one that was coming from the settlement. So these were the units that we needed to deal the most damage to, and they're actually the ones that are mostly intact. We are going to absolutely have them serve Egypt.
They'll earn their keep.
They'll earn their keep.
I reap divine blessings.
Then from there,
Prod me again.
kind of have no choice but to surround and destroy.
Destiny calls me.
So
And I am
Ramesses,
compelled to answer.
compelled to answer. Batteragram and a couple of siege
Keep them
ladders.
surrounded.
Would love to also hunt down this army so we don't have to worry about them recruiting more units. They shouldn't be able to, but you never know. We'll go ahead and keep you next to Ramesses, though.
To victory!
In fact, we can go ahead and have Ramesses and him swap
Move out!
warriors there. That way the weakened boys are traded out. like that.
Journeying on!
Get both of them
All
spec
will
skills.
remember me.
Upkeep production here and more. And the defensive recruitment ring for Magi units, which we are not going to be giving him anytime soon, but that'd be nice when it's there.
Never surrender!
Ramesses trying to hide.
Glorious battle.
Alright, we'll keep going down the fortitude path now. Just fantastic. So from here, we've got Zati going up to tier 2, Nikhil going up to tier 3. What is the Bronze Working District going to provide to us? It's going to be quite late turn before we get that. 155 extra bronze, that's pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed. Alright, we'll go ahead and just upgrade Sukkot then, up to tier 2. Yeah, I like that quite a bit. We'll keep the siege going. Everything on the diplomacy side looks good as well. One extra idle workforce. The other thing I might be willing to do is to speed that along, but look at the one workforce, there's nothing really we can do with it anyway, so we'll go ahead and just pull back here. It has an ancillary slot. Oh, a devoted taskmaster. Extra influence plus 4. That will do. We need to get you some weapons. You were light on both. I wonder what he's wielding. We'll have to go ahead. Oh, he's a sword and shield. Well, that would make sense. It's even before a common sword. He's just gonna run off into the wilderness. I mean, you might as well, right? Ramesses, your time is nigh. Yeah, we'll go ahead and auto-resolve this one. There's not very many guys behind the wall there, but our own guys are so wounded that just the tower's gonna take us off for days. We'll let auto-resolve handle that one. Hit him with it.
A hard-won victory.
Tactical resolving. We will go ahead and just occupy Hathor. And this belongs to me now.
New empire.
Part of my
I
new
always prosper.
empire.
Destiny bound.
Okay, so they actually started up with, let's see, with the native recruitment building here a little ways.
We must always protect the mad.
The mad. So over back in Neb Gehez, there is no native recruitment, so we can go ahead and have that all working here in Hathor. So let's repair the native muster field. I don't like the recruitment hall so much. A gold mine, it sounds glorious. We can upgrade Hathor, and then probably nothing else from there.
Legacy is everything.
You supply the army, move up here to trade. Have you keep moving back towards Hazazati, which is being
Bolster the garrison.
trespassed on
I will defend
by
my
the
home.
Habiru.
Ramesses, war is a way of life in Canaan.
The sand tribes will always resist you. I'm sorry, what did I do to you, sir? The ruler of Habiru. He's a horde. Okay, interesting. Well, I don't know that you could really do anything to me. I'm gonna go ahead and speed that along just for the extra defenses, or the extra garrison. But from there, I think we're fine. Even the likes of Suckit is probably entirely fine. Although with the extra gold flow, let's go ahead and just make sure. Because they're likely to gain more troops next turn if they are actually a rogue army.
Boundless ambition.
So we can get some Shasu tribesmen. I guess I was giving them a lot of credit. They do have quite a bit more melee defense than our Habiru. They are still low lethality. Go ahead and snag 2 of them. We do need quite a sturdy front line. Sturdy, expendable front line. Let's see if we get any more non-aggression packs.
For Pharaoh's glory.
Or Hamoon. Oh yeah, our secondary enemy. That makes sense. You got some expired barters with Seti and Merdepta. Let's go ahead and renew this one.
Are you?
You're not a slow talker, are you? I could ask you the same thing. Let's go 24. Still, we'll barter away.
Yes,
Yes, if you stop talking. And he's a grouchy sort. What about our deal with Merneptah? Gold for bronze.
You welcome, as do I.
Alright, what if I give you 1 more wood? There we go. Probably not willing to give us any more gold.
I give my...
I will still take what you are willing to offer. We could go ahead and make friends with the Pelisset.
Expecting the unexpected.
They're fighting Megiddo and Ashkelon already, so they're very strong, though. We'll kind of wait a moment. If they do alright, we'll make some buddies with the Pelisset.
I will carve out a legacy.
I bet you will. Okay. Commandment in the East Sinai, because we've claimed both of those provincial spots there. I think we're just going to go for the people. It doesn't increase happiness, but growth, influence it does. We also just drop food growth by 10%, which is not really that bad. Okay, cool. For the outpost, we've got the Shrine of Ra and the way station. Go ahead and tear the way station out. And we'll keep the Shrine to Ra. Actually, let's go ahead and tear the way station out next turn. That way we can benefit from the extra movement.
If you want land, you're in the...
Dimna has only 1 province. It is a minor one, but it has 12 defenders. They will likely be our next targets, but we want to make sure that none of the other Canaanites are coming in from the north. Ashkelon's the one we need to try to make friends with.
Your glory does not intimidate me.
That's fine.
Ramesses.
Neither does yours. I'll give you 20 food for 1... 3. There we go. 26. 25 for 3 wood. Just kind of a weird little small one. Can't say no to that. That should just keep him from fighting us. And we do the same thing here with Megiddo.
I fight for my brothers.
Yes, they're fighting the Pelisset for now.
Don't anger me, wretch. You wouldn't survive it.
Brother, relax. You wouldn't survive my wrath either. There, kind of same kind of deal. We're trading, so they shouldn't come fight me. Heavy emphasis on shouldn't. Evan, we get you some... Oh, we got you a shield. How amazing. You got yourself a new skill point too, so we'll go for improve presence. We're going to keep going, working our way up to 5. There's as much upkeep reduction as possible. Oh, Ramesses, you also had one.
Chosen of Ra.
Completely blind right now. Alright, so first among Shardana. Vanguard or recruit rank for Sheridan. Or extra movement restored after battle. Let's go for the Sheridan. We're gonna build our army up as much as we can here.
Egypt's finest.
I think from here we need to circle back over. Recruit up a few more elites because we need to live and die by our Magi. Alright, there we'll come on into Ramesses and end the turn. Alright, Megiddo is wiped out, which means now it's time to circle around, making friends with the Pelisset. Indeed. But I also want to take down Timna for the bronze. We want to control all of the Sinai Peninsula as fast as possible.
Ramesses.
Since I plan on declaring war on those clowns anyway, let's go ahead and be nice and disrespectful. So first we'll go ahead and grab the way station so we can move farther. Then we'll come across to hitting
Gods,
prayer to
hear my
Ra,
voice.
because we want to be nice and pious.
Ready to march.
That gets us into Suggit. Works for me. Or Azadi. Either way, it's a nice little shortcut. But you pray to Ra here.
At your godly behest.
Exactly. Swing on over to supply the army here, and then we'll come back to Azadi just to defend. Beautiful. I see no reason not to interact with this lookout post, too. Ashkelon should be looking to the north now, but I'm not going to trust them. Time to get a few more... militia.
Join me, warriors.
Join me, warriors. Now it's time for us to select our path to power. We could forge our own path, ignore all of the different cultures around us, or we could select one of these courts to join, which I think we absolutely will. We're going to select the Egyptian royal tradition. I love this page with the added courts. So cool. Either way, we're going to become part of the Egyptian royal tradition, serve the pharaoh or claim the throne to restore Amat in the lands of Kemet. We just need to own at least one Egyptian sacred land. But you can't join any of these then. Until you have those lands. Cool. Egyptian legitimacy, power of the crown for fancy new hats. Pretty strong royal powers. Court positions. Oh, you get to see what all of them do right off the bat. Flanking maneuver. We probably want to come on in for the try to be the first commander as soon as we can. Because flanking maneuver is incredibly powerful. And we get elite units, lower unit costs. All those things are great. And while the game is going to want to try to push us towards Thutmose the Conqueror, I am going to instead go for Khufu the Builder. Akhenaten, for anyone wanting to know, is the strongest by far, because it allows you to basically combine up all of the different gods. Like, I think it's a certain number of gods, I'm not going to guess, into one singular god with boosted powers. So it's very, very strong. We're going to go for Khufu the Builder, because I like the idea of building up epic monuments that last for thousands of years. Alright, Seti is the current heir. And Merneptah's still kicking for now. He's got 79 legitimacy. We're at 28, so we're closing in even on Seti. We're still quite a ways down here for the time being. Civil War is on cooldown still for 3 more turns. And the Shedit people are close enough to, or Shedit, are close enough to be potential pretenders. So Civil War might kick off immediately, should they so choose.
Be welcome in the court of Merneptah.
Also, first
beloved
commander
of
is
the gods.
already our papa. Assassination plot. Building costs. Kushite units. Let's go ahead and gossip up with the first commander then.
Court needs more like you.
I agree. What do these allow us to do? Assassination. Piety. Embezzle. Kushite mercenaries. Reap profit from the mines. Adds 200... Okay, time to be friends with Ramesses. He doesn't like us very much. Because we were at war with Moon. Really? Yeah, I'm cool with Ramesses having 2 court actions. That's fantastic. We also get to select a legacy already? Okay, then. Khufu the Builder. Ramesses is probably... Ramesses and Seti both best with either Thutmose or Akhenaten. But we're going to go for Khufu. And only at unique outpost sites, so we will need to push down into Egypt proper to actually probably get a couple of these. We'll have to protect our wonders by hiring a garrison as soon as construction starts. Be prepared to defend them at all times. Other factions are going to try to attack them. Speed up construction, use province supply, and experts. That one's complete. Wonders are going to empower all of Egypt and increase our legitimacy. This sounds great. It's one of the only ones I haven't tried yet. So finish all of the construction stages. These are in different areas. So there's 5 of them total. We've got the Great Pyramid, which is going to give us happiness relations with, or diplomatic relations with Egyptians. More legitimacy by 16 and 4 victory points. Great Gardens in probably Menifer for food. And influence in all Egyptian land. Colossal statues, because you're feeding the people, of course. More morale for elite Pharaoh units. So all the court units you get through being an Egyptian. Legitimacy, victory points, of course. Melee attack for those elite units, and missile damage too, armor-piercing missile damage. Black Obelisk is down in Nubia and Kush. Gives you stone, bronze, and gold in Nubia and Kush. That's pretty sweet. Then lastly, the Mortuary Temple in Waset. Extra prayer duration, extra favor with all worship gods. By only 10, so it's a little bit... That's fairly small in comparison. These are all a long ways away, so we're going to be going on a scavenger hunt. Either way, that's quite cool. Alright. We need to control Sinai and then start pushing down into Egypt proper. We can have our kind of lesser generals deal with the Canaanites. I like the idea of quite a bit here. Okay, so now we should be able to...
Fate favors me.
Barters with this faction for the stone.
Go on, make your offer.
I'll just decrease the amount of... Oh, he has no stone. That's why. Okay, well, we'll have to switch up our barter a bit. How about 100 food for however much wood you're willing to trade that for? That sounds good.
Deal.
Thank you kindly, sir. Got 4 idle workforce over here in Hathor. What are we missing? The stone?
I have no doubt we will reach...
Nakati, what's going on here with you? Oh, we're a great power. Oh yeah, claiming, I think, what, 4 settlements? That makes us a great power. Absolutely.
Yes.
Go ahead and hit the 200 a couple times here. You can just go for a higher number to speed this up. I think... Well, I also know you get more diplomatic relations for just doing it. Smaller amounts, 201. Yeah, we get 1 more out of them.
It will be done.
Each treaty you make, each barter you make, gives you 3 extra diplomatic relations. So, the more small barters we make, the better.
Now that's
So Nakati needs bronze for his wars, obviously.
good.
Switched over to wood that time. We'll go 1 more time, just make sure we have a good store.
Good.
Good.
I accept.
Accept your offer, friend. Thanks, Dad. Alright, now... I think we even want the winery here, so we'll start off with the winery. And then the Commoner's Graveyard for more influence and happiness. We'll just kind of try to boost up how happy the people are here as quickly as we can. Over on the home front, we will upgrade the Bronze Foundry in Nikel. Workforce growth, happiness. Let's actually keep boosting that up. Growth in general. Then probably our next couple upgrades will be on taking these up to tier 3. We have what? 2 workforce. We can come in and get the garrison. I think the guard tower is going to be super useful here. Guard tower or the guard champions hall just for a nice little trickle of experience. I'll go for the guard tower.
Ramesses the Bold.
Alright, 2 more turns until we get some Magi in our special recruitment pool, which will be very, very useful. Go ahead and swing on in the turn.
I was born for war!
Oh, okay. I was born for war. We'll leave Sanagati out of it. Where'd you even go? Angry, angry man. Oh, twins. Haru and Hathu. Oh, amazing. Strong baby boys. Fantastic. Well, that'll be good. As soon as we get in a dynasty, having 3 children gives you an additional dynasty reward thing there. So, where'd that Habiru army go? They just declared war and ran away. Luca's gone. Arushalim's gone. Ubat Duat is gone. Ubati Duat. So was the Shechem that knocked them out? Yeah, it was. Which means they're more militarily focused than even the Ashkelon are. Alright, well, Ramesses, switch over to in-camp stance.
For greatness.
How much do these guys cost? 64. So cheap. There's a reason, but they're so cheap. Okay, so there's no telling what kind of Magi. Oh, I guess it's going to give us one bowman, one charger. Which for now, I'm not really enjoying the chargers. We did lose one of our bladesmen there. I think it did auto-merge those units when we came back into the battle for some reason. Figure that one on out. Maybe a setting I'll have to change. Go ahead and grab 3 bladesmen.
My army will be elite.
Two bladesmen, one more shirted raider. The javelins are carrying their own weight way too well here right now.
I fight for Egypt!
Apparently we do have the trade, we do have the Raw's Prayer, we've got the supply army. What we'll do is we'll come on in. Activate the trading post again. And we'll probably just kind of post up in between Azadi and other in camp stance.
Time to rest.
Which traits are you predisposed to, my friend? Bias. Brave, pious, merciful, and content. So content is in camp stance, which we are currently doing. Recruiting ranged units. Oh no. Recruiting sword and compassion, suffering fewer casualties than the bodyguard. Ransoming, and then pious. So we need to interact with shrines. Alright, that we can do.
The future of
After Ramesses grabs a couple of his elites, we can get maybe one more bowman through special. I don't really like the chargers that much, I can't lie. The enemy is just really, really fast at targeting any of your squishier damage dealing units with their ranged. They just don't tend to make it. We also need some stone production quite badly. That's going to be down here in Deshret Rithu. Or Shechem to the north. Got a couple options. Also, Paramun has Charu and Paramun, which also both seem pretty nice. I think going after the Egyptians is probably going to be the easiest for us. So cleaving through here through Timna. Maybe going after Hetch, depending. Canaanites are always much more heavily armored, so you have to chunk through that pretty hard. Gossip here.
Of all Egypt.
And here. Thank goodness we get to be involved in court without having a court position. I do want to see, though, if we can get a little bit of stone out of another faction. Garamontes.
No more. Make your offer then, and do not waste my time.
I want your stone, Seti.
Indeed.
Indeed. 250, and then how much bronze? Obviously, you'd be cool with that. That sounds right to me. About 60. 60 it is.
Why not?
Why not? So we'll keep doing that. 60 bronze is nothing. Oh, alright. Driving the price up, are you? 68. That'll do.
Done.
Done. 250 for, let's try to predict it, 70? Ooh, okay. Oh, yeah, that would be right. You had to click on the right ones. Okay, so 75. Ooh, okay. You start to run out of stone. 85. 83 will work.
This is...
Okay, cool. Up to 1,000 stone again sounds good to me. We can use that to get Nikel up. That bronze working complex. Extra recruit rank for everyone here. Or just an upgrade to suck it that we get even more food. That might be the call. Our happiness still here is quite bad. I want to instantly build this up too. Boosts happiness by 2, production by 7%, more workforce growth too. Tough choices all around. Let's go for the upgrade to Azadi, and then we'll go for Suck It afterwards. He's fine immediately. Suck It first, and then Azadi.
Blessed by the gods.
Here, there's Sheba. Happiness is still dropping aggressively fast. Let's go ahead and upgrade Beersheba itself. That way it has a chance of defending itself if the rebels come knocking. Inspired barters with Ashkelon. Oh, stone for wood.
Not test my patience.
You're already in the middle, giving them kind of a weird small deal. They're out of stone entirely. Alright, what about 150 food for, say, 20 wood and 5 bronze. This better help my people. Alright, let's give it one more in turn, see how things play out. Egypt the multiple colored here. Egypt the colorful.
Egypt.
Alright, well, kind of an uneventful intern, thankfully. Guess the Habiru decided to declare war and just ran away. An interesting strategy. But truthfully, what I'm here for... Oh, Megiddo and Yapo have been burned to the ground. So they decided to go full vengeful mode near the Palisade. That's a little bit spooky. We can at least kind of...
guide us to glory.
Exactly. We'll go ahead and make the request for some elite warriors here with our first commander.
If it
And
is
then we'll go ahead
charity
and...
you want, then charity you shall have.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it.
That is how you show the proper courtly decorum.
The Almond Mess
Ramesses
knows.
the Bold.
Over here in a special recruitment now, we have access to the Royal Archers, 200 range, Royal Chariot Companions, or the Royal Capesh Guards. We have all three. I'm thinking these Chariot Companions sound good.
I will gather the greatest to my cause.
We already have. I mean, what now? So I believe now the plan is we move on. Or we move on Timna. There's no telling that Puramun is going to stay away from a conflict, but we'll go ahead and start working our way down. How much more bronze do we have access to? I'd love one more javelin unit. So let's not go into march, or not go into encamp stance, but we'll go just walking normal.
Forging onwards.
Oh, so you do still take attrition walking through the desert. You'll learn that one the hard way.
Only skilled warriors should fight beside me.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and merge a couple of these guys up here. Don't necessarily want them to take that much attrition, but
I am unstoppable.
you're not allowed to choose. Curtain Raiders, you come on in here.
Swell.
And yeah, we're gonna have to probably set up for a turn in camp before moving along.
Beyond compare.
My own issues there. Did not check. So we got 500 food drain now. What can we do to kind of fix that up? Woodcutters District. Or the old Smuggler's Market later on. Dropping happiness is not something we can kind of handle right now, so let's just go for another Overseer's office.
All will remember me.
All will remember me.
Ready for anything.
We'll just come on down, do some more trading. Go back into that encamp stance and just kind of hang out next to these two minor settlements.
With me, men.
With me, men. Also go ahead and give him an additional bowman.
Destined for
Who don't like that attrition at all. Not one bit. Over here at Hathor, let's go for the additional gold building. Well, we need to be able to defend the gold. Let's go for the city guard station. Last pending action was the barter with
I
Sanagati.
have no doubt we will reach an agreement.
He wants me to declare war on the Tehenahu. The Tehenahu. I mean, that's your only enemy, so sure.
Certainly.
Certainly. I'm useful. Alright, perfect. I guess we did play an entire another turn, didn't we? Let's go ahead and pass that turn and see what happens. Alright, perpetual dedication is in effect, so we can go ahead and select ourselves an additional god slot. For now, all we have access to is Ptah, but that'll work. These shrines are going to give us happiness and food, which we do need food quite badly right now, so I'm going to put these in kind of strategically. We should worship Ptah.
I swear my devotion.
Exactly. Ocean Swear. Now we're taking a lot of attrition. We're going to switch over into a camp stance.
Make camp.
Fix that, come to the edge of
With
Nikel
me,
here,
men.
and then just threaten from here. Denell's
No
is sitting
one
off
tells
in
me what to do.
the seas. How unfortunate. Well, either way, thank you all so much for dropping by the second of our Ramesses campaign. If you will enjoy the video, remember to leave a like for Light God and a sub for the Sub Throne. I'll see you on the next one.